Good afternoon. Happy Friday. This is our third podcast of the day. We have one more coming up later. I see our guest already. I'll just add him to the stream, allow him to introduce himself if he likes. If not, I will do it. So let me add him really quick.
What's up?
Yo, okay. How you doing?
What's up?
How you doing?
I'm good. What's going on?
Just getting all set up. If you like, I can allow you to introduce yourself because I don't like getting people's names wrong.
Yeah, so I'm Grimox. I'm a rapper, hip hop / R&B artist from Long Island. I make all types of stuff. Have a few albums out, a few on the way. Just working.
For sure. I see that you've been on tracks with. Have you been on tracks with Function Atoms?
I have 2 songs with him. My songs featuring him, and I think we have another one on the way. We have another one on the way. That's for sure. So yeah, he's a great artist, man. He's really good. He represents the Long Island sound. It's crazy.
For sure. How'd you guys end up meeting? Yeah, we known each other from school or something?
We went to the same high school. So I was a freshman and he was a senior. So I was like, I heard about like there was an artist, a senior in our school that was a rapper, or not really a rapper, more of just an artist. And I was like, I wanted to do that, so I wanted to get to know him and stuff. So I met him and whatever, and then he ended up helping me a lot with my first project, October, which was my first ever. It was an EP. It was my first project. I recorded it with him. He mixed it. He produced it. He did like everything for it, and he featured on it as well. So he really helped me out in the beginning. That's for sure. Shouts out to him.
Yeah, shout out to him. Like that dude's pretty dope.
Yeah. So doing that those first few studio sessions was like new to me still. So it was like, yeah, it definitely helped me like develop and stuff.
All right, for sure. Appreciate that. Yeah. We have a ritual we have on here where we ask artists their top 5 artists. It could be rap, pop, R&B. You don't have to go 1 through 5. It's just your personal 5.
All right. Well, okay, cool. All right. So for right off the bat, I'm gonna say my favorite artist. He's always been my favorite artist, I'd say, since I started listening to hip hop like 4 years ago. I started listening. Lil Uzi Vert. Everyone knows him.
Yeah.
He's definitely my favorite. I mean, that's probably such like a common answer for like people to say, but I'm a very big fan of him. I know all of his discography and everything. So like, yeah. And then my next 4, it changes.
Mine does too. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not like I feel like you have a main group, but then there's always like ones that are changing throughout time because they drop a project you like, or they change their style and suddenly you like it, or something like that. So I'm gonna go with. There's a whole group of artists I want to shout out, and a channel I want to shout out on YouTube that they're like, do you know Lyrical Lemonade?
I've heard of them, yes.
All right, so that's like they do music videos and stuff.
Okay.
So there's a version of them, or not a version, but it's like a sort of similar to it, but it's underground artists.
Mm-hmm.
And I like a lot of the artists on there. It's like alternative hip hop almost. So I'm gonna go with. You probably don't know any of them. This guy Koi, who I'm gonna have on a song soon.
Okay, check that out.
Yeah, he's a lot bigger than I am. Glaive. You like, I don't expect you to know any of these people. They're very like.
I will after this though.
Yeah. So Glaive, Koi, Danny Orange, who's also the director of all those music videos. So if you want to check this out, the channel's called Overcast. They have like couple of like 40,000 subscribers or something like that. I'm not associated with them at all. I just like all their content.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so that's 4. My last one, I'm gonna go with a more mainstream one. I'd probably say I find myself listening to a lot of Gunna.
Yeah, I do too. Yeah.
Because Wunna was a great project, in my opinion. So, and the Deluxe, great project. So, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Appreciate your 5 that you just dropped for me.
Yeah.
My next question, you mentioned like when you dropped your first EP, like did you have any inspirations or
for the first EP?
Yeah.
Oh, just in terms of my early music? Definitely inspirations. I found myself sounding a lot like I guess like Trippie Redd kinda. And I was into the dark vibe kinda. If you listen to the first project, that's what it sounds like a lot. A lot of my tracks are, but honestly that was the beginning of me finding my own sound kinda, because I didn't think many of those songs were really like clones of other songs. So I was starting to pick up my own sound and stuff, which I think is a big deal as an artist. Because obviously everyone starts off and they might not be completely unique yet. They might be sounding like their favorite artist. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So for me to start finding my own sound, that felt really good. That was I say I got inspired by doing that project, that, hey, I could keep doing this.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Okay. What about like when you first wrote your first track? Like, how was the process?
Oh gosh. All right. Well, my first track, it wasn't that bad, to be honest. If it was mixed and mastered better, it would be a decent song. But my first song was called Backup. It was a SoundCloud exclusive because I didn't know how to drop on other platforms yet.
Yeah.
So that's surprising. I really had no marketing behind it or anything. It was just like every person's first song. I just spurt it out and just hope it does well. And writing it, I don't know. It's called Backup. It was just like some very typical SoundCloud, like heartbreak song, very generic kind of sounding. Yeah, I don't know. It wasn't really anything that deep, to be honest. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So since then, how do you go about getting your music out? Like, are you using like DistroKid or something?
Yeah, I use DistroKid. I've looked at some other services as well, like United Masters, and I know what else was that? Artist Republic. There's a bunch of other ones, but for now I'm sticking with DistroKid. I think they're a pretty good service. They do the job. So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And far as like advertising yourself as an artist, do you have like a favorite social media platform that you just rock with?
Well, I don't know if I'd say it's my favorite because lately they've been screwing me over, but Instagram has been. I bet you feel me on that one because
I do.
You do?
Yeah. Love-hate relationship, bro.
Yes. Okay. Good. I'm glad because I'm glad I'm not the only one, because their algorithm, I don't know what they did with it, but it's like, I don't know. It just feels like I try to keep my engagement up, but like somehow the algorithm changes and then it's not what they want anymore. So it's like, and then only like 1/10 of my followers see what I'm posting, and it's just frustrating. It's the one I use most frequently, 100%. I have to get into TikTok. TikTok is the key.
Yeah, you need to, bro.
TikTok is the key. I haven't done enough with it, but I'm definitely looking into doing that. But since the beginning, it's been Instagram for sure. To answer that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I have some confessions and some news I just discovered about Instagram from my last interview that an artist shared with me.
Okay.
So you're aware of like the whole Instagram live situation where it cuts you off after 60 minutes?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I guess what they're rolling out, especially for artists, like they're putting it back to the way it used to be, but now you will be able to be live for 4+ hours.
Wow.
I haven't researched it yet, but this is
That's
what
probably
the
a big thing for
artist.
you, right?
Huh?
Are you excited about that? Because you could do podcasts on there and stuff, right?
I am, but until I see someone else use it and I personally see it with my own eyes, like I'm just gonna keep it the way we're doing it. That's the reason we kind of do it this way now, because if you go live, sometimes like if you go over the 60-minute limit, sometimes it'll delete the video or it won't give you an option to download it, and then you just lose all the footage.
That's not good.
So
that's awful. Wait, that's terrible.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yes. So we lost a couple of good interviews. So hopefully they go to what we're talking about is the 4-hour way, and hopefully that works out for the best. So just want to share that with you since you're an artist. I know you guys like
thank you.
live.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yeah. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Wow. Okay.
But yeah. So TikTok is definitely the way to go. So I connected with an artist, and I'm sure he's in Long Island or somewhere out there, Edwards, and he uses TikTok, and he was telling me, he's like, yo, like artists can do music snippets, post it to their Instagram, post it to their Snapchat, send it to wherever.
Yeah.
And apparently that's the way to go. We have TikTok, but I have not figured that out yet. So
no, that's definitely the thing about TikTok is it's very easy to gain traction on there compared to Instagram.
Yeah.
Because there's the whole For You page and stuff. And it's very easy to go viral on there from what I've seen. So you just need like one video to blow, and then it's definitely the move right now.
Okay. For sure. Let me ask you this question. Pandemic question.
Yeah.
Like when this first happened, like what was your overall reaction as an artist? I know you guys like to do like live shows and stuff like that, and I used to stay in the house, of course.
Yeah.
But like, what was your reaction to it? Your immediate reaction? You're like, "Yo, I'm on lockdown."
Like, yeah. Well, I was pretty disappointed, obviously, because who wouldn't be? And I was looking to actually do my first. I still haven't done a show yet. I've been doing this for 2 years. I haven't done a show because I just haven't, and there's not that many good venues near me too. So, anyways, I heard that and I was like I was just about ready to like go. I was like, this is finally the time. Maybe I could get enough people out there and whatever. And then that happened. So that was disappointing. But on the other end, I took it as an opportunity to make more songs, because obviously I'm going to be in the house more. So I found myself in the studio a lot more. I record at my house.
Okay.
I'm in the room I record in right now. So
for sure.
I got October up there on the wall.
Yeah. Okay. Got you.
Yeah. And I got Paradox right there.
All right. So, that's in the studio.
Yeah. So. And I took that, like, another thing was the whole quarantine thing was just very depressing in general. So let's be honest here. It was. So I took the emotions I had from that, and I put that into a lot of my songs, and I came out with some really good music during that time. I recorded, I didn't drop it at the time, but I recorded a lot of good music that eventually ended up on my album. So it obviously it was not a good thing, but some good things did come out of it.
For sure. Okay. Sticking to that topic, did you learn anything new about yourself during this time of change? I'm pretty sure everyone has.
Yeah. Oh yeah, for sure. Let me think. Well, I feel like I learned that I realized how much we take for granted, and how much we did like going to school now. I'm a senior in high school, so last year obviously it was normal school, and then this year it's completely different with the masks and social distancing and all that. So it's just very not as fun now. It's just not. It's like school minus all the parts that made it good.
Yeah.
So I just realized that like we take a lot of things for granted when
Sure.
yeah, that was the biggest thing, honestly.
Okay. So you're on that whole virtual learning situation.
Yeah.
Is it bad as they say it is?
Well, my school, how it works is it's like we go to school 5 days a week. Like we go, but you have to like have the masks on, and like they social distance all the desks and everything's like sterilized all the time and stuff. But I have done virtual learning as well, and I find it to be very disengaging and just like I don't want to pay attention if I'm at home. Like I'm at home.
Yeah.
I'm not in the mode of school. Like I'm at home, so why am I doing work?
Yeah.
So it's really just, I feel like it's not gonna improve anyone's academic performance at all, to be honest.
Nah, it's kind of what I've been hearing as well from people that I know that are doing it. And it's like, yo, like this is not fun. It feels more depressing than anything.
I couldn't imagine, like, luckily I'm in my senior year, so things are like calming down from like last year's and all that. But if I was taking some like crazy class or something like that, like I don't know, some like physics class, something like that, I don't know how I could learn that virtually. It just feels like there's such a disconnect.
Yeah.
Between, yeah, it's not ideal, obviously. So yeah.
Okay. Moving on from this school topic. That was an interesting topic, by the way. But back to music.
Yeah.
Far as people you want to work with, like whether it's artists or producers, like do you have a bucket list?
A bucket? Yeah, I have. Well, there's people that I could realistically collab with, and then there's people that it's like probably not, but like you never know. If I can have a dream feature, let's see. I mean, I'd probably take that Drake care package, get the Drake stimulus.
Yeah.
But who wouldn't say that? I don't know. Probably. I feel like I'd work really well with like Ian Dior, or I mean, rest in peace, Juice. I felt like I would have done a good song with him.
Okay.
Well, some collabs that I want to do, possibly realistically. Some of the guys that I was talking about on Overcast, some of those guys.
Yeah.
Like Breakins and Glaive and all them. So maybe someday. We'll see.
Okay. Anything's possible nowadays. That's what I've noticed while doing a podcast. So I was like, oh, all these people are answering me? Okay.
Yeah.
Like, so I'm with it.
Yeah.
So that was artists. Like, do you have like like a producer list?
Producer list? Yeah, I think I do as well. I think Wheezy makes crazy beats. Wheezy is a genius. I think Nick Mira is also a genius. Pierre Bourne. Those are my top 3 producers, period. Like, I think that those are my top 3 favorite producers. I think what Nick Mira has, like, the sound he's created for so many artists, from Internet Money, and he produced a lot for Juice and all the emo trap and all sorts of hip hop he's done beats for. But he has what I respect about him is he's established like a signature sound almost.
Yeah.
People know, oh, that's a Nick Mira beat. I think once you could say that, like that's crazy. I think that's an accomplishment, and I would love to work with any of those guys for sure. But
okay. Yeah, hopefully that's a possibility, bro. You never know these days.
Yeah. Like, no, I honestly, I think I could get that done. I think that's easier than than getting a feature from one of the guys I was talking about. I think getting beats from someone might be a little more plausible. So, yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you this question. Like, say if you like just like, for example, right now, like say if you weren't talking to me right now and you're writing a track, is there someone you send the track to for like feedback on it?
Feedback? Oh, 100%. Yeah. No, I have a lot of my friends send that. I automatically send whatever I make right to them. Like they know it's coming. Like I have my friend, I mean, shout out Joey. Shout out Fed. Shout out my girlfriend. I send her a lot of stuff.
Sure.
And I mean, yeah. So yeah, that's definitely. I'm sure I've had some songs that were good, and then I sent it to my friend, and they didn't like it, and then I never dropped it, and they probably could have been like bangers, but yeah, sometimes if I'm not sure about a track, I'll just ask for their opinion, and then which might not be the greatest idea, but I don't know. Yeah. So.
All right.
That's definitely a thing that happens a lot. Pretty sure most artists relate to that.
Yeah, most of the people I talk to say they have someone they send it to, or multiple people.
You just need to, it's just it's just like it just happens. I don't know.
All right. What about like what message are you trying to portray or get out with your music? Like, what do you want the reaction to be?
I'm trying to. All right. So for me, I think what my music says is that it's nothing deep. Just within music, I think that you shouldn't you shouldn't be restricted to staying in one lane in terms of your sound.
Yeah.
To be able to branch out and do all sorts of things, because that's what I do. I've done all sorts of subgenres of hip hop, and I've done some like alternative rock, and like I've done all types of things. So I think a lot of artists' problems is not diversifying their sound, like DaBaby, for example, and like a lot of people just don't really diversify what they sound like. And I think people shouldn't be afraid to try new things in general, in terms of music. I mean, in general, but in terms of music specifically.
Yeah. So like you're one of those artists that don't like to stay in the box. Like
no,
you're like
100%. No, I definitely have my album Paradox. It has the first 6 songs are like one vibe, and the second 6 are a completely different vibe. So first 6 are like happy, boppy, summer vibes, and then the last 6 are more emotional, dark songs. So
for sure.
And I've released all types of things throughout my short career.
All right. And far as if someone wanted to find your music, like on, say, for example, Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, like what's the handle to find your name? Like what's the name that you go under?
GRIM_OX. Grimox.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah, that's where you'd find me. I'm on literally everything. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
For sure. I'm gonna have to look that up after.
Yeah.
I did see your Spotify, but like I kind of just want to follow everything so I can keep tabs on what's coming out.
Yeah.
Whatnot.
I think I don't know. You'll probably like you're bound. The thing is, like I was saying, I have a lot of different sounds, so you're bound to like something. You'll probably like something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, different options is good.
Yeah, I got 2 albums out and 2 EPs, so you have a lot to choose from, and a bunch of singles. So, and I got another single coming on the way in November, which is a big deal.
Is that just you, or do you have features on there?
It's just me, but I think this one is it. I think this one is it.
All right.
I mean, everyone says that, but like, I really think this one is it. So, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I look forward to that one. I'll keep in contact just to know when that track comes out.
Yeah, for sure.
But moving on to my next question I have for you. Far as overall goes, like as an artist, like did you make a list of overall goals you want to achieve besides, of course, like getting your music out? Like,
Yeah.
is there any other goals?
I think, well, one thing that I can think of right off the bat is a shorter term goal, or maybe a long term. No, long term goal would be to get on Lyrical Lemonade. Probably get a music video on there, because I think
That'd be dope.
That's crazy. That once you get on there, it's like you can only go up. So I think that would be crazy. Cole Bennett he's a great director. I don't know, his whole brand is amazing. So that's a long-term goal. Got the Lyrical Lemonade pillow.
Thanks.
Yeah, I also think performing at any sort of music festival would be really dope. That would be really cool. So that would also be a long-term goal. Like you said, getting yourself out there, just like starting to really pick up some more traction. That would really make me feel, that'd be the best thing. That'd be amazing. Start feeling like I'm on a roll, because once you get the ball rolling with in this game, I feel like that's how it is. Once you get the ball rolling a little bit, then you'll really get somewhere.
Okay. What are your thoughts on, like, I see a bunch of artists doing like the whole virtual concert thing. Would you ever like do something like that or get into that?
Yeah, honestly, I never thought about that, but that's kind of a good idea, because I could see maybe an estimate of how many people would turn out to an actual concert.
Yeah.
So that's a good idea. I never really thought about that. That's actually, I might have to do that for, I think it's cool, because they're just adapting to what we have, because what really else can you do? So
yeah, I've got to adapt.
Yeah, so I think that's just the best move right now. It's obviously nothing like the actual thing, but it's the best we have right now. So until concerts are allowed again, that's all we got.
Yeah, so like there's that, and there's Instagram Live, and I just hold on, I'm pulling it up real quick. There's this app that I guess, have you heard of B app?
No. What's that?
So basically what that is basically you're doing a live concert, right? And what the platform is basically used for artists, musicians to do like a live concert, and then you have like all of these people like watching. You don't even have to be following, from what I hear. Like you guys don't even have to be following each other. As long as you have a page and you do your live stream, like whether it's rapping, singing, whatever you do, like you'll have an audience, and that's a good way to like network. And
that's cool.
Yeah. That's cool. So thought I'd share that with you along with the Instagram Live 4 hour. For sure. Like, so it's about sharing.
I'll be trying out.
Yeah, for sure. So I just wanted to share that with you. I connected with the artist in New York. I am Jay Watts. I think that's his name. And that's what he uses.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, it's pretty dope since you can't really go do a live concert or anything. So that's probably the next. Yeah. So just wanted to share that with you.
Thank
in
you
case.
That's a great thing, because I mean, it's just the best option. It's a great thing.
For sure. Another thing you could do is like, you have a YouTube page, right? Or no?
Yeah, I have a YouTube page, but honestly, I'm kind of lacking with like updating it. All my things on YouTube are just put on there by DistroKid, and I never really I made a YouTube channel a while ago, but I have no music videos yet to like promote on there. So I think once I do that, then I'll probably pay attention to it more. But as of now, it's just my Grimmox topic channel or whatever, the thing that they do for you. Yeah.
Okay. That's what's up. Yeah, because I see a lot of artists doing that too, like on their like YouTube Live.
Yeah.
YouTube Live, I think that's what it's called.
Yeah.
They do that. So just I guess artists have to kind of just think out of the box now. You can't just be like in one space,
Yeah.
especially with the way the world is.
Yeah.
Because
100%.
you got to think hour by hour,
yeah, exactly.
not week, not week by week anymore. So
rolling with the punches.
Yeah. Did you have like I know some people had like live performances and a bunch of stuff happening before the pandemic. Like, how are you navigating like around that to the way everything is now, where it's just like this, or you guys are talking through Instagram to network with people? Like, how are you
networking with other artists now?
Yeah,
and things like that. Yeah, I mean, it wasn't really a problem too much, the pandemic, or for me with networking, because a lot of the artists I was working with were not even from around where I am. They were all from all over. So I wasn't like meeting up with them in real life and stuff that much. So it just stayed the same, just a lot of Instagram DMing and texting and whatnot. So still got a lot of work done during that time. So the good thing all this stuff exists, man, because
for sure.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be this way for the next. I don't even want to put a cap number on it.
Yeah, no.
Like, I'll just go mid.
Once we think it's getting better, it's gonna get worse again. So.
Yeah, so I'm not gonna put a cap number on it. I'm just gonna move on. Be in conversation.
Yeah.
So you said you home record. Like, what do you find is the best time of day for you to like come up with inspirations or record music?
Definitely. Well, actually, I've made things at all times of day, but I still feel like there's probably the common answer. At night, there's just more of an aura around it, like a vibe around it, and I just find more inspiration probably at night. Yeah, that's probably the best time of day. But I have made plenty of stuff. I've made stuff in the morning. I've made stuff in the afternoon, just all throughout the day. There's no specific time that I'll like hit the studio. Like it's just whenever something comes to me or I feel like making music, it's just whenever.
Okay, for sure. Yeah. And far as I guess my next question is like referring to like learning about production. Is that something you picked up from being in a studio with other artists or other producers, or are you self-taught?
Well, all of the things I learned about producing and sound engineering and all that, mixing, all that, I kind of just slowly figured out on my own. I started off on Audacity. I don't know if you know what Audacity is. It's like a program you can use to record things on. I got pretty okay at that. Most of the stuff I learned from, I didn't really learn it from people in the studio. I learned it from just like YouTube tutorials and things like that.
Yeah,
a lot of YouTube tutorials, like hours and hours. I'd like watched how to sound like this guy, how to sound like that, how to get this, whatever. And then I moved on from Audacity to FL Studio because it's just significantly better. And I figured that out. And a big thing to me is just improving my mix, like how it sounds overall, like how good. I'm very like nitpicky when it comes to that. I'm very, very particular when it comes to how my mix sounds. So yeah, that came along from a lot of trial and error, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
Pretty much self-taught while watching YouTube videos.
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay.
Yeah.
I have a question about DistroKid.
Yes.
What is the process like uploading? Well, I don't know if you send them the songs or you upload it to a site. Like, what's the process like from that point?
Yeah. So, let's say you're dropping a single.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty simple, actually. You just have to fill out what the name is, how much you want to make it on iTunes, and then you literally just upload the audio file. There's like a thing that says upload file, and then you upload the the cover art, and you just send it in, and it usually processes within a few days onto all stores. It's pretty simple. I've had some problems in the past with cover arts not being like clear enough or something like that. So that's sometimes a problem for other artists. Yeah, generally it's a pretty smooth process, I'd say. Yeah.
Okay. And then it just after that point, after it's like approved and everything, gets sent to like all platforms.
Yeah, it gets sent to all platforms, and sometimes particular platforms take longer to review it than others.
Mm-hmm.
So I know Apple Music usually takes longer than Spotify does. So yeah,
Okay.
Yeah, so you just gotta account for that when you're releasing a song. Don't send it in the day before, because then it might not be ready the next day.
So if you were to advise someone on when to send a song in, like what would you tell them if they wanted to start release it?
Yeah, I'd say the website DistroKid, they say a month in advance, but like you really don't have to do that. I'd say like at least a week.
Okay.
At least a week is safe for it to get on all the main platforms. Sometimes some of the lesser the little extra ones that no one uses, those take a little while, but no one's using them anyways, like Deezer and stuff like that. I don't even know. But to get onto Apple Music and Spotify and all that, I'd give it like a week. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's not really that bad.
Yeah, it's not. It's not like anything crazy. So
yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Have you, like, with DistroKid and being an artist, like what has that situation taught you about like marketing your music, like overall?
I'd say not even that has taught me about marketing music, but just it's gonna sound odd, but just the failure of your expectations of your project, that has taught me. It's taught me that marketing is a big thing. It's a big part of the music, because at first I never really even put that into the equation of dropping something. I do some very like low budget, like posting it on my story, posting it on my Snapchat, hoping it would go crazy. But in reality, you generally need to you get out what you put in. So you got to really like think about that, not as much as the actual music itself, but you got to put a good amount of thought into it. So that's what I've been taught. It's just marketing is, don't undervalue it.
For sure. Okay. Sounds good. I for sure need to hear you and Function together though. Like I need to hear that track.
Yeah.
So
we got two. If you want to check out the stuff that's already out, there's one, Loose Love, and that's on October, which is the first project, the one that we worked together with.
Okay.
And then, and then the other one is one of my first songs, which is only on SoundCloud. It's called Ballin'. That I made a long time ago. So both the songs with him are very old. So we need something new to show the listeners we still got it.
All right. Do you know the artist he worked with, Drama?
Oh, Drama? No, I just know him from almost not really a fan, but an outsider standpoint. I don't know. He knows him personally. I don't really know him like that. Okay. I'm not really associated with I'd like to be associated with more artists from around here. A lot of the people that I'm friends with and associated with, they're all from like around the country, but like Long Island, I'm kind of slacking, to be honest. I should really start trying to connect with some of them. Yeah. He's good though. I listened to his stuff.
Yeah.
Very good. Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to him a few times. Seems like a pretty cool dude, him and Function Adams.
Yeah, no, they're both cool guys.
Yeah, for sure. Let me ask you about being signed versus being an independent artist. Like, do you put one above the other as far as like goals you're trying to reach?
I think being unsigned and being signed both have its benefits. I think being unsigned, obviously, you have more freedom. You own your masters. You have no one telling you what to do. You don't have to, that's really the biggest thing. You have no one telling you what to do and bossing you around and getting stuck in that weird like matrix that's in the record labels that I still don't completely understand. Because it just seems like, but at the same time, being signed to a label, they poured thousands of dollars into you. So if your goal is to get your name out there and get your sound out there, that could be a good thing. So I think the ideal way to go about doing this is to get signed for a little while. They'll put the money into you, that you get your name out there, and then you leave if you can. That's the ideal, because you have the traction, so then you could go off on your own and do what you want. Because I'm sure I've heard they could definitely be bossy and controlling and all types of bad things.
Yeah, I've heard some interesting stories about that.
Yeah.
I also heard that, like Drake, for example, they were saying if he goes from a label to unsigned, it will like
the industry.
It will just like be like, yo.
Yeah, I mean, because I think that's true, because that's exactly what I'm saying. He has all the traction he needs. So if he's on his own with no one taking his money, no one telling him what to do, like nothing, like he is the label. He's you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I think in terms of money, he'd be making so much money, because I'm sure the labels still take a portion of his profits. Mm-hmm. So if he gets 100%, it's probably an insane amount. I mean, he's already so rich, so I couldn't even imagine what it would be at that point. I mean, we've seen it. You've seen his house.
I have. I've seen that plane too.
Yeah, designed by Virgil. That's
yeah. So like, if that ever happens, I feel like there will be like a complete 360, and like artists will follow it, especially big ones, and they'll be like, "Yo, he's doing it, so I'm gonna do it." We don't need that.
Honestly, that would be great, because then hopefully these labels will start like maybe easing up on the requirements, or just maybe they'll start taking L's. Like, the labels need to be defeated. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it. Here's the thing. I'm saying this, but I think if I got a juicy contract with a nice little advance in there from a big label, I don't know. I'd probably consider it pretty heavily. So
yeah,
it goes both ways.
Okay, I have a confession / question.
Yeah.
So, say you're you, right? Like you just dropped your new album, for example. They rock this feature. Like, I'm not gonna name the label, but this label's rocking with it. They give you an advance of 300,000.
Yeah.
But they require you to pay them 6 million back. That would have to be in sales, promotion, whatever else you use. What would your answer be to that? Like, would you be like, "Yo, okay," or like, "No, let me take this to a lawyer, look at it, see what's what"?
I'd definitely take that to a lawyer. That sounds completely unfair. That sounds awful. What the heck is that? That's you take 90% of my profits? No. I think that's terrible.
Yeah. So I've heard a story like that, and I was like, so what did you say?
Yeah.
And he's like, I said no, like, even though I needed the money, but
that's terrible.
You having to pay 6 million back and they give you 300,000. It's just like,
that doesn't make it. That makes no sense. That doesn't make sense.
Yeah. Yeah. So even if someone signed that, their first album they do with them better sell at least like 6 million to 7 million copies just to recoup all of the money.
Yeah, that's insane.
Yeah. So I just wanted to get your opinion on that. I was like, I wonder what you.
I think I think if I was put in that position, I don't even think I'd change my opinion. I think even if I did get that offer with the 300,000 right in front of me, like that's terrible. So either way, so that doesn't sound like right. It doesn't sound like it should be a thing.
Yeah, like the artist was telling me, he was like, "Yo, like this was on the contract," and I was like, I'm not an artist or anything, but I have done contracts and seen them in the past, and that number just looks like completely like off.
Yeah, that's awful.
That's those slavery deals they like to call them in the music business. But moving on from that, let me ask you this question about platforms, for example.
Yeah.
Like, do you have a Twitch account?
I do not. I don't have a Twitch account. No, I'm just on I'm on Instagram, YouTube. Yeah, I'm not on Twitch. I'm on like everything else.
Okay. Really Twitch. Yeah, I see a lot of artists on there too. Like, just because you can't do anything else, like you have to find like other.
Yeah. No, yeah. I've seen who's been on there. Logic was on there a lot. He was a lot. But he has a million people that will like watch him play video games. You know? How many people would just sit there and watch me, who's a rapper, play video games? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I thought the same thing when we first got it. But like, I see a lot of other interviews going on Twitch, and a lot of artists like dropping music on there as well. So yeah, it can always just be like another avenue.
I guess that's true. No, that's true. That's true.
I also learned yesterday from someone. They told me like especially if you're an artist or someone that interviews, like the more you do it, there's a chance you could earn like income from doing it.
100%. Yeah, if you open yourself up to more opportunities of income, that makes sense.
Yeah. So just wanted to get that out there as well.
Yeah.
And do you mind dropping the name of that track you have coming again soon?
Oh yeah, it's called No Stranger.
No Stranger.
Yes, that you'll see a lot of promotion for that soon. Well, I mean, this is the first time saying the name, so No Stranger. It's dropping in November, very soon. So.
Yeah. All right, for sure. Make sure I'll probably talk to you about that. I was like, yo, like, can I? Yeah.
I'll send you a snippet.
Yeah, because we usually like you've seen our page now, like you know, like on our story we advertise for people, and we do like all this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So like if you ever need it advertised, just let us know, and we'll be good with it.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got two more questions for you.
Cool.
Far as legacy, like say if someone says your name down the line, like 5 years down the line, what do you want them to think of when they say your name or think of you as an artist?
I think I would be remembered as someone who just opened up the music scene to people who maybe thought they couldn't do it, or people who thought they couldn't, like I was saying, try new things, for just the whole like versatile artist subgenre. Like people like X, he was very, very versatile. You know what I'm saying? He had all types of like flows and styles. He did rock, he did like sad stuff, he did normal hip hop, he did everything. So I think I just want to be remembered as like, oh yeah, he could do everything. He sounded great on any track, that type of thing.
For sure.
So.
Okay. Next, the final question I have. Is there anything you wanted to share that you didn't get to share, possibly? Or
I just want to say that I mean, thank you for the interview.
For sure. Always.
Yeah. No Stranger dropping November. Dropping in November. And then I might have a mixtape on the way after that.
Okay, I rocks with the mixtapes for sure.
Yeah, because, and then come springtime, album. So,
all right.
So I'm looking at single now, mixtape maybe sometime in the winter, and then album in the spring, around May, June. So yeah, that's that. Big things on the way, big features on the way. I got 2 verses from some from 2 decently known upcoming artists. So yeah.
Okay. Would that be on the mixtape or would that just be
Yeah,
down the
that'll
line?
probably be on that. Actually, no, that'll probably be on the album. That might not come out for a little bit, but
Okay.
I'll definitely I'll see. I'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. But it'll come out. It'll be crazy.
All right.
So yeah.
For sure. And thank you for joining me today on short notice because we just connected recently. So,
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, no, yeah. No, it's all good.
Yeah. Yeah, it was pretty dope.
Yeah.
We'll post the video on all of our platforms, and then I'll tag you, of course,
Cool.
like
Yeah,
I always do.
Yeah, I'm definitely gonna have to put it up on my story and stuff. For sure.
For sure. I'll get it to you and DM me your email or something after we're done.
Cool.
All right. Thank you for joining me. I know you 3 hours different, so hope you enjoy the rest of your day.
Yeah, you too, man. All right.
All right. Thank you. Have a good one.
Peace out.
All right. So that was our interview with our new artist friend. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. It will be on our Facebook, Instagram, YouTube. It's already here already. We might throw it on some other pages, and we'll be posting an update on our page. And this is Keep It 100 podcast. Hope you guys have a good weekend. Enjoy the rest of your day. Yeah, thank you for tuning in. Okay, apparently that was a connection issue. But let's see. Yeah, apparently YouTube doesn't want to let me in this video. So let me see. I like how there's 4 people watching after. But yeah, it was dope. Check it out. It's on our page. Keep It 100 podcast with JR and Terrell. JR's the other host. I'm Terrell. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the interview we did today. We have one more with a New York artist within 2 hours, I believe. So yeah, make sure you guys check that one out and enjoy the rest of your day. And yeah. So